Day 43. 45? Forgot I gotta take this watch off. Raining out. It literally wasn't raining when I came outside, but now it's raining. Now it's raining. I don't have my camera covered up, so this is gonna be a quick 3 minutes. My legs are so sore. I'm supposed to train legs tomorrow with Harrison, but that's not happening. My legs will be sore until Tuesday. Just saying. Should have just put the towel over the camera because I wanted to sit in here a little bit longer because my legs. Feeling good though. Closing out the week really good. I need to do some type of cardio. It might just be the bike. I need to loosen up these legs a little bit, even though the bike's going to be kind of backwards. But I just got to move this lactic acid, or else this is going to be a long few days. But it just shows you how good that leg day was, and it was from the squats. Just that much volume. I'm not used to. Usually, I usually go heavy with squats, where my rep ranges are super low. So that was a different thing. I'm really not liking how hard it's raining with my camera like that right now. Kind of waiting to see what muscles are sore because I trained everything upper body yesterday, from arms to back to chest. Because I want to work out tomorrow, but it might just be another off day, especially with these legs. Give me time to catch up on some videos. Which would be good because then I won't have an excuse because I don't have shit going on work-wise except the Bandits game tomorrow night. So there should be no reason why I shouldn't be able to get some videos done. I'm actually going to be pretty caught up because the video I'm editing now is a week where I got sick, where I only worked out. Well, I took like 3 days off, so it'll at least jump us to a closer day. Yeah, it's raining pretty good. I don't know how long it's been, but I gotta get out to save my camera. So dirty. That's why I hate the nice warm days. Day 44. It's cold outside. I'm cold. I'm probably gonna shiver again. 40 degrees. But let's just get to it. Days are just flying by. Day 44. Not working out today. Going to shoot some content for Harrison Phillips in about 30 minutes. I was supposed to work out with him, but my legs are just still too shot. They're getting better though, which is good. Been doing a lot at the studio. Like completely changing the studio, which has been interesting. I've been shivering the last 2 times. I mean, my legs just shake because of my muscles being fatigued as fuck. And like I said before, I have to hold myself against the sides. I've never felt like this. I've never shook like this. Like I feel like if I put my like feet on the floor instead of like straight ahead, it wouldn't happen. This is cold. It's cold. My hands are already numb. Shoot the Bandits game tonight. I'm not going to work out today, like I already said. I kind of want to do arms. That's kind of the only thing on my body that's not sore. But I'll do that tomorrow. I just want my legs to not be sore so I can at least do cardio. Because I couldn't walk on a treadmill right now, at least efficiently. To get my heart rate to 125, there'd be no way. It's cold outside. I think the wind chill's like 27. I thought the water was going to be frozen, but it's not. I don't think we're going to get frozen ever again. I think there's going to be one night where it's going to be cold, but what do I know? I'm not really good at manifesting. I already tried it 3 times as far as it not being cold, so. Boy, that shit cold. It's a lot harder when you're cold, and then you go outside cold. But I'm gonna get my day going. So we'll see you in the same place tomorrow. This water is disgusting. There was just birds in here, so 42. It's gonna be cold, but whatever. It's always cold. It's a cold plunge. Very cold. I'm sure the dynamic range is wild right now. I'm sure I'm like flush white, you can't see me, and everything else is dark. It's just the picture profile I choose to use. We're gonna work out today. We're gonna do arms and some cardio. Legs are still super sore. Still trying to do some things at the studio, so where I'm going to do most of my stuff today. And then we'll find time to work out at some point. I think I'm giving up on the burgers. And I'm going to go back to, I'm going to do ground beef. And I'm just going to find, same thing like a low calorie cheese to put on it. That seems to be the assisted help that I need, is the cheese. Because, and also to be honest, I got really sick in January, mid-January, and I haven't been able to smell or taste since, like at all. Like, I'd say like a 5 to 10% taste and smell. That's what I have. So it's like, it's also mental eating the food, because it's like, it has no flavor as is, just because I can't taste it, let alone like not necessarily knowing what it tastes like. It becomes mental, and I think that's where I'm having an issue with. I also think the ground beef, like chopping it up, is easier for me, because I feel like once I make burgers, everything just gets tough and tighter together, and it's like, I feel like I'm chewing gum, because it's such a lean meat. So I'd rather spend a little bit extra time kind of breaking it up in the pan than trying to make burgers, at least for now. I mean, I have like so many days left, and I need to figure out something, because I've had like an interesting like 9 days of trying to figure out a different game plan for food here. Had to save a fly. He was on the struggle bus. Just shows the nice guy, the kind of guy I am. This thing's so fucking dirty, I hate it. This feels so good on the quads though. The sun is actually kind of warm on my face. It's only 40 degrees out right now. It's super windy too. So I can't imagine it feeling like it's nice outside, but the sun is actually very soothing. Alright, let's go start our day. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is day 45. We are going to do arms today. I'm just like in a weird like zone, and you can tell it's been like a chain reaction for like a little bit, where I'm just not feeling like doing it. But maybe that's normal. I don't know. I mean, not saying I'm not motivated or anything. It's just, I don't know if it's like the cold or whatever, but I don't know. I'm not going to give any excuses, but I'm still doing it anyway. Today we have arms, so we're going to do the easy bar cable curls, which we did before, which I really enjoyed the way that made my biceps feel. And like I told you before, we're not going to do arm day without kickback, so we're going to do that for 4 sets of 15. Then we're going to do a single arm bicep curl elevated, which is going to just be standing like this, individual arms. And then we're going to superset that with lying dumbbell skull crushers for 3 sets of 15. Then we're going to do a seated dumbbell curl supersetted with a tricep row pull down for 3 sets of 25. And then we're going to do a hammer curl supersetted with an overhead dumbbell tricep extension for 3 sets of 12. So I am going to put some music in my ears, get warmed up a little bit, and then we will get right into this. So let's go. We're going to do our same warm-up we did last time we trained arms. I really liked the quick little pump that this gave me, as well as the tension points on here. I really like it. You would think it would get more difficult the further you get away from this being this way. It just smooths the whole way down. It's not any gradually harder, it just kind of stays the same. But also, I need to like kind of change my channel in my head, like, you know, because I've said it before probably in a video where it's just, I try not to complain a lot because it becomes toxic, like, as well as contagious. I don't want to sit here and just bitch and moan and, you know, whatever. Like I said, I always want to be honest too, but, you know, like, my life is great. I don't know why I get in my head sometimes and whatever. I just think I procrastinate a lot, and that's obviously one of my biggest weaknesses, because procrastination is the reason I'm in this position. At least, you know, I waited till it became an issue to try to get my shit together. But also, you know, like, my mind is doing so many different things. Like yesterday, I was so worried about the Bandits game. The other day, I had a photo shoot, you know, with Chef Darian, and the whole time my mind is focused on that. Like, okay, and it's just like, I mean, it's not bad to focus on your job, especially like the way I do it, but at the same time, it just takes away from a little bit, and, you know, I need to find a balance, and that's what I'm having an issue to do. And like, I didn't train the last 2 days, but I also said I wasn't going to train the last 2 days, and my legs were so sore. But it's just like, you know, I'm trying not to waste any days. You know, I probably could have worked out yesterday. I just didn't really have the time. But I'm sure if I wanted to, I would have. That's the difference. And it's just, you know, I needed this week to be a good week. You know, I want the scale to show that tomorrow. So it's just like, you know, just got to be better in every aspect, you know. Yeah. You know, just chug it along. But I think we can chug along a lot better. And, you know, one thing about the Harrison Phillips workout, you know, I wanted to talk about this a little bit. It's definitely not the way I train. And I probably won't do that again. I'm not saying anything about the workout itself. It's just, I don't like training like an upper body day, because that just takes away from my days for me. Like, that's why I didn't work out for 2 days, because I didn't know where I was going to be sore, and I didn't want to overtrain anything, so I had to kind of wait to listen to my muscles. And I wasn't really into that, because then it just, I didn't know. You know, like, obviously if I come here and I do arms, I'm not necessarily going to want to do back tomorrow, because my biceps will be sore, or chest tomorrow because my triceps will be sore. You know, so it's just kind of like, knowing those things just makes it easier to plan. You know, like, it didn't throw a wrench into this in any way, shape, or form, but I just like to stick to my script, you know. It was a great workout, you know, and, you know, Harrison's obviously so much stronger than me, but it's like, you know, things that like kind of threw me off is how I'm used to is, like, chest is one of my weaker body parts, and for chest, we barely did anything. We just did the pec deck and the chest press. And it's just like, you know, especially being in the gym for me, I don't get to use those machines, so that's what I want to do. So it's like, I didn't get to really target my chest the way I wanted to. So it's like, but I'm also like, is my chest going to be sore? Is it not going to be sore? I don't know. So it's like, I had to put that into perspective. This actually hurts my wrist a lot. You know, but I'm okay with it. it's whatever. It was great content, great workout, great seeing him as well. We actually went back Saturday and he trained legs because I could barely walk. And I filmed him a little workout, so that'll be cool to share with you guys soon. I'm gonna get caught up on these videos. I know this is another thing about procrastination. I just brought my computer and stuff back to the studio, which I don't think was the brightest idea. I don't know if I talked about it before, but it's just so much easier. Like, so I cook all my food fresh. All my meals are fresh right out the pan. I don't put nothing in a Tupperware container. There's no microwave it later, no put nothing. I literally cook everything fresh. Another thing, that's my fault. But it's like, I can't go to the studio and get locked in on a project and then have to leave doing that project to go eat. And then get back to the studio, get locked into that project again, and then have to come back and eat. Once again, that's my fault. So I thought the easiest solution was to bring the computer to the house. So I can literally just, make my food and sit down and just get back to work. Making my food only takes 10 minutes. That would only be 10 minutes out of my time instead of driving to the studio, cooking the food, eating the food, driving back to the studio. That just becomes time consuming. So that's whatever, and it might sound like, oh, well, just bring your computer wherever you go, but it's an actual computer. I have a Mac Studio. It's not a laptop. And I also need to bring a monitor, and it's just not necessarily the easiest thing to just kind of bring around. It's not something you just want to throw around either. You kind of want to put it somewhere where it's going to stay set up. Enough about that. I need to lock in. I feel great, but I know I could feel better. And I also think one thing that I know is I'm getting comfortable, and I don't like to get comfortable. Like, I'm not doing anything I'm not supposed to do in any way, shape, or form, but like, there's just not really much urgency, which I feel like is going to be a slippery slope if I continue to treat my days like I am. So I need to get back locked in where I'm like, doing my cold plunges before, I take my daughter to school, instead of just like waiting until I get back from dropping her, then doing it. It's just, I need to get back in that early routine. I think it's all been messed up ever since the time moved forward. Just threw me off a little bit. But I'm done with the excuses. Now we're gonna get busy. And thanks for listening to my rant. Because you guys are the only ones I get to talk to really about this type of shit. I keep this and home as separate as I can, because then it just becomes a selfish situation. So you guys are my therapeutic people for me to vent to. Same thing with my podcast, even though I haven't done one in a little bit. But we're working on that too. But we're going to do another warm-up here, and then we are going to start our workout. 4 sets of 15. Let's do it. Gotta figure out what that is, because that ain't gonna happen. Do a couple more just to really get this going. There it is. I like that. The reason I'm flipping my wrist here is to really just finish that contraction as high as I can. Set number 2. Working out the country music. So let's see how this goes. Keeping that elbow locked. And the elbow in front of my shoulder and my wrist in front of my elbow. I didn't count, I'm sorry. Hopefully I'm right. Let's go. Right into it. Third set. Bicep pump feels great.
Mind a lot. Don't need no time watch. I don't know how I got you in my pocket spot. Yeah, that's babe, need you every day. You like my oxygen. Make it seem like the barging down. Got my heart no barging in. From the bed to the floor to the couch. Might wait the neighbors out. Break you in then break you out. In the end we gon' make a child. If you didn't make a shout. Part 2 we don't need no pause. You miss me, we gon' get tipsy. Need a power shot.
Copy my steel. Face the fact that ain't no cap, I'm real. No cap, I'm real. Majestic bars from a copy my steel. Copy my steel. Face the fact that ain't no cap, I'm real. No cap, I'm real. Majestic bars from a copy my steel.
Got my heart no beds.
It's a weird movement if you can't contract your triceps. It's forced contraction, but knowing to keep it in the right spot is the only way it's gonna work. Last set.
Copy my steel. Face the fact that ain't no cap, I'm real. No cap, I'm real. Majestic bars from a copy my steel. Copy my steel. Face the fact that ain't no cap, I'm real. No cap, I'm real. Majestic bars from a copy my steel. Copy my steel. Face the fact that ain't no cap, I'm real. No cap, I'm real.
If you can hear the song I'm listening to right now, trying to do this is fucking hilarious. See, I can make these ones look prettier because I can see them. Just trying to keep my elbow anchored as much as I can. It's not as easy though. This one burns more because I feel like I'm doing it better. I already know I'm not going to really be the biggest fan of this just because of the tension. The tension sucks. But I think we got 3 sets of 12 or 15. 3 sets of 15. This movement sucks. All right, now. Oh, it's okay. It'll have to work. Usually I'll do this movement from the ground, but we'll see. Hopefully these 20s aren't too heavy. I feel like I get a long enough break in between doing this just by doing individual, so I'm just gonna kind of just do this all together. This movement hasn't like really excited me yet. I mean, the last 2 reps I feel on my biceps like a burn, but that was better. You can see when I first did these, I was here, but I feel like as I come here, I'm making my arm angle at more obtuse than I would acutely. Acutely, if I came in more inside, I would stretch my tricep more. So I started to bring the dumbbell heads to my shoulders. So instead of coming here, I come here, and I'm way more acute, and I have to get out of here. I'm feeling that a lot more. So that's how I'm gonna do my last set as well. I'm steaming right now. Let's go. I'll never do this movement again. I feel like it's just like taking away from my intensity. I'm like cold sweating. I mean, I could sit here and fucking for intensity, but what's that gonna do for my biceps? We'll pick it up. Watch. I need more. There we go. Should have did this in the first place. So he sets to 25. We'll do these together. Okay. Okay. I had to switch the music. Couldn't do country. You can see when I do these, I'm putting my hand at the outside part of the dumbbell so there's more weight to the inside, because peak contraction of the bicep is wrist rotation. You know, you see a lot of people, you know, flex their biceps like this with their wrist pointed out, but peak contraction of the bicep is rotating it back. You can see a little bit of my hoodie of my little baby bicep peaking. So I try to keep the weight to the inside, forcing me to almost twist more just to get a little bit more bicep work. You know, you can't train the peak of your bicep, it's not a thing. But just fully squeezing my entire bicep. That's why this burns so much more as well. I only have 15s and I'm struggling to get 25 reps.
You on my mind a lot. Don't need no time watch. I don't know how I got you in my pocket spot. Yeah, that's babe, miss you every day.
Yep.
You like my oxygen. Make it seem like the barging down. Got my heart no barging in. From the bed to the floor to the couch. Might wake the neighbors up. Break you in, then break you out. In the end, we gon' make the child. Then we gon' make
Come on, dude.
part two, we don't need no
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
we gon' get tipsy.
I don't want to get ugly, but I got to. I know I do. I'm only at 13.
Factor, ain't no cap, I'm real. Ain't no cap, I'm real. The plastic bars tryna copy my steel. Copy my steel. Face the fact that ain't no cap, I'm real. Ain't no cap, I'm real. The plastic bars tryna copy my steel.
I know in the bed. Break you in, then get us today. Got my heart no. Break you in, then get us today. This sound like Argentina. Had to fist my demeanor. Let's go. You want me breathing still I rip like diamonds. Got on 3 Jesus pieces looking like Jesus. So far from conceited, but how can I be defeated? I hate it so I wish on like I'm Ben 10. Rapping staining
Oh boy, this is fun. So fun.
my dad today. He said it's all pretend. I got back in my bed, now I got no friends.
Copy my steel. Face the fact that ain't no cap, I'm real. Ain't no cap, I'm real. Plastic bars tryna copy my steel. Copy my steel. Face the fact that ain't no cap, I'm real. Ain't no cap, I'm real.
See, like that? That intensity is what I've been waiting for.
Face the fact that ain't no cap, I'm real. Ain't no cap, I'm real. The plastic bars tryna copy my steel. Copy my steel. Face the fact that ain't no cap, I'm real. Ain't no cap, I'm real. The plastic bars tryna copy my steel.
I know in the bed. Break you in, then get us today. Got my heart no. I know in the bed. Break you in, then get us every day.
All right, we're on fire right now. 25 again. These are gonna be ugly, but I'm where I want to be pump-wise. So I'm not really worried about these being pretty. I'm just gonna pump these. I'm not gonna squeeze. And I'm gonna put my hand back in the middle of the dumbbell.
Bars tryna copy my steel.
Five more. Those are the ugliest reps you'll ever see me do, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter, I'm telling you. Wish I had more options for angle for you guys here, but my rope is like uneven. It's throwing me off a lot. I'm trying to compensate with my hand placement. Woo! You know, I made this next exercise as if, because I felt like everything I did wouldn't be enough, but I'm wrong. Same thing with legs. I was wrong, but I don't care. We're doing it. Let's go. I'm gonna try these seated as well. 12 hammer curls and then overhead tricep. So if you've never done this, even though I feel like if you're watching this, you may have. If not, doesn't matter. This isn't a heavy dumbbell. This is a 40-pound dumbbell. But if you do go heavy, which this exercise allows you to go pretty heavy, so you're gonna put your hands more towards the bottom here, but grab the dumbbell. Then you're gonna pop up from your knee to your shoulder, like this. Then you grab it. Then you go overhead. Don't hit yourself in the head. This is a great finisher. As you can see, I'm not going crazy with weight. Just really trying to hit every head of the tricep as well as the bicep, which is the goal every week. And I try to not complicate arms. There's so many different exercises you can do, but I don't need to complicate things. I don't need to do like all this other crazy shit. I'm just doing what I know feels good for my body. Like obviously rope pull downs. Been in every arm workout since the beginning. You know, just finding what works and finding what works a little bit better, like the kickbacks. Now they're a staple, you know? So, 2 more sets. And the beginning was questionable. Not the beginning, just that individual set was never happening again. But that 3 sets of 25 really made up for it. But that's arms. Day 45, I think. I need to get with the times. I think it's day 45. I'm just so like, my mind's in so many places. About to go have my shake. Then I'm gonna go do my cardio. And then we will see you tomorrow on the scale. So let's see if all the hard work this week was worth it. Let's go.
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year.